How does the mind work? How do we think? Can we dissect our mechanism with the curiosity of an engineer more than a philosopher? His passion wasn't just theoretical. It was rooted in a practical, almost childlike drive to uncover how things work and why they happen as they do. Like a kid tinkering with toys, Dennett opened up ideas, looking at the gears, springs, and cogs of thought, asking how they all tick together. Through it all, in seeking the truth, you'll learn that even the smartest among us can get entangled in the flaws of our own thinking. We'll double down, defend our views to the hilt, even when faced with tough criticism. Often there's value in this resistance. Without pushback, we would never truly get to the heart of the matter. Yet, what if I'm wrong? It's not a comfortable thought. No one desires to be wrong. But failure is part of growth and discovery and essential for true critical thinking. A willingness to question, to scrutinize, and to break down ideas. This kind of thinking doesn't stop with asking questions. It demands tools, cognitive tools, to dismantle and inspect each concept, each belief, and to see if things hold up under scrutiny. You cannot make what is untrue into true, but you can sharpen your thinking. Occam's razor, a principle that has guided thinkers for centuries. It's simple. When you have two competing explanations, the simpler one is usually better. It's a tool for everything from understanding philosophical debates to cutting through conspiracy theories. When confronted with theories about 9/11, for instance, Occam's razor helps slice through, guiding us towards simpler explanations that fit the facts without unnecessary twists like coincidences. There's also Occam's broom, the tendency to sweep inconvenient facts under the rug. We see it all the time in arguments where people ignore facts that don't fit their viewpoint. But sometimes we miss these facts simply because we're not aware. When someone claims, for example, that jet fuel can't melt steel beams, a non-expert might hesitate, thinking, could that be true? Then why did the World Trade Centers fall in 2001? A physicist might explain that the structural steel didn't need to melt. It only needed to weaken at lower temperatures to cause the Twin Towers to collapse. That is a half-truth, however, because 3 buildings fell that day, in spectacular fashion in a pile of obliterated dust, and one of them was not hit by a plane. We now know that there was unobserved access and opportunity in the moths prior to the attacks, such as during the months-long phone system renovations of the World Trade Center complex. A theory gains plausibility, one that does not require random coincidence, instead relying on the possibility of preparation under the guise of regular maintenance. The presence of a group like the E-Team with extended access aligns with the hypothesis of 3 buildings being identically wired and prepped with planted explosive devices, reducing the complexity of the controlled demolition theory and logically explaining why 3 buildings fell in identical fashion. The coincidental structural failure explanation would indeed require each building to independently reach critical failure points under unique circumstances, but resulting in almost identical outcomes. This sequence of independent collapses aligns less well with Occam's razor due to the need for multiple concurrent failures, which is statistically rarer, if not impossible. So the obliteration of the 3 World Trade Center buildings on a Tuesday morning in 2001 required more than just burning jet fuel, that logical and factual. Given the additional context of potential access and preparation time, controlled demolition might indeed be seen as the simpler, more parsimonious explanation under Occam's razor. It eliminates the need for the highly unusual coincidence of 3 independent collapses and explains the uniform collapse patterns in all 3 buildings. These topics will remain unresolved, swept away by Occam's broom, without curiosity, encouraged questioning, honest engagement, and open-minded debate. Don't let a conversation shut down just because someone throws out a rhetorical question. Answer it honestly, test ideas together, and treat arguments as chances to learn, not battles to win. But know your fact. Thinking is a shared journey. Sometimes it's tough, and sometimes the answers are sour and unpalatable, and we may never reach full agreement. But in the push and pull of ideas, we sharpen our minds.